Hi! It's been nice outside today, so I have vitamin D and it's wonderful.
Someone's had cold brew.
I have had lots. I've had 2 Monsters and a giant cup of coffee today.
I would have never consented to episode 2 had I known.
Woo! It's the day, yes sir. I am Ryan.
I'm Matt.
I'm so glad you can see me because I'm beautiful.
Narcissism.
No matter what they say, world can bring me down.
You cracked into the right note. That was kind of amazing that just happened.
You know, that's what trying to sing grunge tunes your entire teenage years.
You just learn how to.
You just like.
You learn. you learn how to puberty to the right note.
Yeah, pitch correcting to the right note. It is another beautiful day. Just to kind of let you know what we're wearing today. This is the American Professional 2. I think they call this the Miami Blue, which is, to me, should be like, this is like a flavor of fruit, of, what was the?
Shaved
Hawaiian
ice.
Punch.
Yeah. Actually, yes.
Yeah, am I right? Yeah.
You're dead on.
That or...
By Fender, right? Fender makes that?
Yes.
Is that a Fender guitar?
It is a Fender.
Fender.
And then Matt's playing a Reverend.
Yeah. So this is not a guitar that I would ever pick up and buy. And before, when we sound checked, dude, what is this monstrosity? I have so many questions because I hit yes.
So
I love this.
What's really cool about that one? The knob up at the top, right there. That is not a volume knob. Everybody thinks that might be a volume knob, you know, kind of like that, got that boxy kind of thing, but it's not. It is a passive bass boost.
Oh,
passive, but dead serious. Light it up just real quick.
So take it all the way down.
Take it all the way down.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it's
whoa,
and it's passive. I don't know what kind of gnomes they put inside of their guitars, but it is magic.
So for this particular like Spaceman like sound, I typically go mid pickup position, split it. Let me like. I need this in my life.
I know.
I would never pick this guitar up, and we literally sound checked. It's like, what is this magic? This is crazy nice.
So
I love this.
The humbucker, all their pickups except the only model that their own original pickups in is the Greg Koch model, which has his signature Fishman Telly pickups in it. But they make all of their own pickups, and that's actually kind of how they started. The founder of the company was kind of a pickup nerd. If you hear us say they're literally the best P90s on the market. Lawler, I love Lawler. I love Fralin. I love the evenness, the power, and really they're not super noisy for being a really strong P90.
I'm a Strandberg, Shred Machine, Weird Prog, and then Telecaster. Those are my 2 territories. Weird Prog guitars and Tellys, and then PRS for most things. This is not a guitar.
So you're not any of those things. You're just kind of like a guitar.
Right, yeah, I like all guitars.
Yeah.
This is not, I don't think that this is a personality fit for me. This is not a guitar I'd ever pick up, and I am stunned by it. So Reverend just never stop doing
and an Ohio company. They They do
Yeah,
import. They do import the parts from Korea, but man, the fit and finish and everything is done up in Canton or Akron. Beautiful guitars.
I can't.
Just wonderful guitars. You do. They have the trims they use.
Yeah.
They use Wilkinson trims, and they're just. I love, as a luthier, I love working on Wilkinson trims. They're so great to work on. Really, really easy to get a good setup on a Wilkinson tremolo. So
Nice. Now the guitar talk has gone way too long. We're here today. We're doing something special. We won't tell you. Next episode, we're going to do something pretty awesome that everyone's done on YouTube 100 times, but we're doing it.
Yeah.
Today,
Which is much better.
We want to do anti-clones. We want to do guitar pedals that are, by all measures, original circuits.
Also known as counter clones.
Counter clones, anti-clones. We're gonna start doing random pedal series about like, oh, here's all the tube screamers and here's all the this and here's all of that, and getting into the nuances of what you would use them for, different boosts. Today we wanted to go through and highlight pedals that don't sound like other pedals. Yeah. Even if it's a slight copy of a circuit that exists, all of these have a relatively unique sound, some of which have already been discussed on the Facebook page. We've demoed some of them. We've talked about some of them on the show. But en masse, we want original sounds today.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. You all know what big fans we were, throwing my pick, of the Ages. You've already seen the Apollo at max capacity with Matt's demo. I'm really excited about the Dane. I'm really excited about you seeing the Dane, and obviously all of these other ones. The El Porto,
which is left field from Left Coast.
Left Coast. It's a company from out in California, and really original drive. But all of these are original circuits.
And then we also have the Greer amps Lightspeed. Whew. Which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of theirs. We've recently picked them up. We also have the Southland coming in, which I'll kind of explain the difference between the Lightspeed and the Southland. They have some other original circuits, the Tar Pit, which is their fuzz. We might get fuzzy one day.
Oh, just wall of orange amps.
Yeah, fuzzy.
Smoke machine, turn all the lights off. We'll just have it. We're gonna throw a sun show.
Eye makeup.
Yes. Cloaks.
Yes.
We're gonna
Lots of cloaks.
We're gonna sculpt the way that the air shakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what doom metal does, and it's great. And get more doom metal into your life.
Life of the Druids.
Doom metal is for everybody. That's a weird thing I've been trying to get people to understand. It's weirdly meditative, and I've gotten a lot of random people turned on like Sun and Sleep. Earth is one of my favorite bands of all time.
Also, one of the greatest names of all. How has the band name Earth not been used?
Because they started using it in 1986 and no one else was allowed.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they got it.
Earth and Sun. We're gonna start a band called Water.
Done. That's gonna be really hard to trademark.
Yeah.
We own water.
And then we're gonna have Captain Planet to bring us all together.
We'll try. We need to have everyone start bands that we can slowly do a tour called the Captain Planet Tour.
Yeah.
And it'll be Earth, Heart. We get Heart to Reunite.
Yeah.
Water. I don't know the rest of them. Someone's going to leave it in the comments.
I don't know. But really what the point of this video is to talk to you all about the dangers of veganism. Now let's get back to the pedals.
I have no comment. You want to start looking through drives, man?
I do.
Let's start off. We're going to go from this side to this side because pedals are wired backwards for some reason.
Right?
Okay, why is that? I have wire electronics always wired from right to left. Why is that? Do you know?
So actually, because a lot of electronics that we use today, a lot of the original circuits are from Japan.
Boss, yeah.
And so they read right
Taisco
to left.
Yeah. Ibanez, all the huge brands that pioneered all of that wiring technology.
So as a result, your pedals typically read right to left. I did own one pedal that was reversed, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it was. I think it was like a Morley something. I think it was like a Morley
Someone will correct me. I want to say I owned a Dan Electro that was backwards.
That's a possibility.
Like an old school pastrami, like a Gen 1 pastrami that I got my hands on.
You know what I have at the house? I have two of the original Dan Electro pedals. I have a Dan Echo, and I also have a Fab Tone.
Okay.
And to be honest, Josh Scott and I we have several things in common. One of them is that our first delay pedal was the Dan Echo.
Nice.
Yeah. Josh Scott, I love you. Call me.
Yeah, be on our show.
Seriously, you're not doing anything. But no, I have the compressor of those little mini series. I think it was the Surf and Turf.
Nice.
Which was really cool.
Let's kick it off. Soul Driver. What can you tell me about this awesome thing from Xotic?
So what we're gonna do here is because I'm such an expert, I'm gonna talk to you from the pedals websites.
Just go directly from the promo materials. I just put a horrible thumbprint on it. I'm a monster. That's fine.
Believe it or not, they say that this adds soul to your sound by producing creamy boost, overdriven tones. I feel like this is gonna be every Overdrive description that we read. Creamy tone, compressed sound.
We should do Buzzword Bingo. Earthy mid-range.
I don't think we're gonna
Creamy is new though. I haven't heard creamy in the Buzzword Bingo for pedals yet. Creamy is a
little more of a fuzz hot word.
Yeah. Let's hit the Soul Driver. We're gonna do every pedal started totally at noon, and then we'll start tailoring things to taste. But now that it's got my horrible thumbprint on it. It's
darker than I thought it would be.
It's very dark. I have the bass boost halfway up on this, so let me bring that back down.
Let me see what it sounds like on the telly with just a single coil.
Yeah, man. Controls are gain, tone, volume, and mid boost. So I agree, it's a little dark. I want to, before we bring the treble up on the tone, let's mid boost.
I want a mid boost, yeah.
Let's mid boost.
So I'd imagine that mid boost is going to do something a little close to like a tube screamer, which is kind of.
That would soar through a mix on a stage so fast and so loud. That's sweet.
It's like a knife.
That's sweet. Let's get it super bright. Let's get it bright. Go ahead with them single coils.
That's pretty nice.
That's pretty sweet. Let me I'm gonna hit it. I want to hit it with the bass boost. I want to see how it I want to see how it deals with.
It's got sparkle in there, but it's definitely a darker tone. I think it's like
it's warm, but it's not warm in the way that gets lost.
Yeah, that mid boost.
That's pretty filthy.
That'll put it through.
Pretty sneaky, sis.
Disgusting. That's our word. Disgusting.
The disgusting.
It is vile.
Cool. You want to move on to the Lightspeed?
Yes, I do.
Let's check out the Greer Lightspeed. Now, you're like a Greer loyalist. You love Greer.
Obviously.
Oh, yeah, you're wearing the hat. Full fanboy with clothing today.
I'll tip my hat. Hello, sir.
As I move this is our action cam.
Yeah.
until we can mount something in the ceiling. This is our action cam, aka my iPhone in 4K.
Yep.
We're gonna go noon on everything.
Yep.
And you know what? Since you're the Greer fanboy with the hat, you do the honors, my sir.
The reason I like this, I know this sounded really weak when I first played it. The reason I like it is because it is one of the truest low to mid overdrives out there.
I was surprised at how little. But as I cranked the gain knob up to give you some more oomph, I kind of liked it less. I kind of like it in that mid territory where it's just
off real quick.
Yeah.
And so running like a clean boost into this,
Yep.
punches it, and it works as a really nice gain stage. I'm a big fan of this one. And this is where I'll get on my fanboy. We also have the Greer Southland coming in. The Southland is kind of the mid to higher gain overdrive. And so with these two pedals, you can basically have 3 gain stages that are just, and they're just built out to do that.
So I use overdrive. I stack and stack and stack and stack. So I like to hit a lighter overdrive first, and usually I use like a Wampler Tumnus, like a Wampler Tumnus or a Morning Glory. Something if I accidentally leave on all the time ain't a deal breaker. You can still kind of get clean. I like hyperdynamic pedals. This kind of feels like a new notch in that belt, like an option I never knew about.
And it's really open. Now, folks who are looking for that clawny kind of compressed or the tube screamer mid punch, that's not this one for you. This is definitely a wide open. You know, they use the word organic, which is one of those buzzwords where it's like earth, water, fire. It's like I feel like we're planting seeds when we talk about some organic.
We need to come up with like a guitar brand equivalent of Goop. Like Gwyneth Paltrow's got Goop for all her organic stuff. We should come up with like a guitar focused.
How do you know what Gwyneth Paltrow's organic stuff is?
I have to know so I can like poke fun at it. Because if you don't know about her candle,
it's like that one time back.
We're gonna get on the internet. I'm gonna show you a candle that they sell, and then you're gonna be like, I will never forget the name Goop.
So I will. Please tell me that it has human fecal matter in it.
This is a family show.
This is kind of like that one time where I called somebody and I was like, this was back in the early 2000s. I was like, you know how lame that James Blunt, You're Beautiful song is? It's on the somebody's ice skating to it, and they're like, you're watching ice skating.
Why are you talking trash? Yeah, let me hit this pedal really quick and change the subject, but then we'll move on. See, what I like to do is use pedals like this and then just
It's so tasty.
like throw a Keeley Caverns, delay into verb, and just build this. The guitar has enough bite, and then it just rings for eternity. Because this pedal will give it enough, like just enough filth to sound even cooler in reverb. Yeah.
Give it back to me real quick.
Yep, real quick.
Crank the gain. Crank the gain.
Oh, crank it. Let's go. I like that as a dark drop.
It's surprising.
I like that as a dark drive.
It's surprising. It's like some frozen yogurt flavors. You're like, I don't think I'm gonna. Oh, that's kind of nice.
You know, rum raisin. You know.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. It's the rum raisin of Overdrives.
It is.
It's organic.
It is.
Yeah. All right. The El Porto.
Also known as the Hole.
Is it?
I think it is. I really do think it is, because you know why I think that? El Porto Potty.
Oh my god. It could be like red wine though, like port wine.
Hey, really good joke. Really good joke. If you listen to red wine on the radio, you be 40s. You be in your 40s. I don't know what is happening. Dad jokes.
Are you having a stroke?
I'm old enough. Left Coast Workshop.
Left Coast.
Out in California. Take the 101.
Take the 101 to the 7 to the 5 to the 3.
What are you doing here, Todd?
In and out, bro.
So this is actually a really cool pedal. So it has a blend knob on it. It blends your clean tone all the way into your distortion tone. So, not doing anything.
That's a transparent overdrive.
It's totally transparent, bruh.
That sounds kind of sick.
It's really nice. And then it's symmetrical and asymmetrical.
So it gets a little bit brighter and a little bit bitier.
I like it at the tap.
You like that bitier?
I do like the bitier.
I get this from the three little teeth in Monty Python and the Rabbit, defending the Holy Grail.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's fine. Someone gets it. That's pretty cool. I like the blend is great. We'll talk about it more, but the feature of a good overdrive is hearing string clarity and like really letting punch things in. So being able to dial your blend of your clean signal in a natural, clean, unaffected manner, critical. All right, go ahead and play this. And I want to see, we're going to sweep the whole range. Dare I say it? That sounds a little tubey.
Tubey, bro.
Tubey, it's
Dude, we're gonna go out to the beach and try to like ride some tubes, bro.
It's tubular, bro.
Yeah, I get it. It's like it's a really warm effect. It does put you in the mind of a lot of your nice tubey overtones. That warmth.
Put that on a shirt. Tubey overtones.
Tubey overtones.
Tubey
bro.
overtones.
I like it. It's a really nice pedal. Well done. Really small builder out in California. So I think they have some really cool chipsets, and look forward to kind of hearing. They have a really nice clean boost. Also, yeah.
Oh, I wonder if we boosted into this. That'd be kind of sweet.
You know what else does that already in one pedal?
The Dane.
The Dane.
We got to talk about the Dane.
The Dane. First of all, this enclosure.
You could beat a man to death with it, just like the Viking helmet on it would suggest. It's substantial.
It is crazy. It
It weighs as much as an amp head.
It does. Is that an SVT you have? No, it's just a pedal, bro.
It's heavy, and it's like, I don't know, but this beautiful aluminum plate with these perfectly purple sides.
Question: how did the Vikings take over the color purple?
Purple and I have an interesting relationship. And I think
when I was in youth ministry, we used to say no purpling because red and blue
make purple.
So
I firmly believe that purple is one of the most metal colors because it could lean red and let you know what's up, or it could trick you into chilling out and being blue, but you don't realize that it can totally still rip you in half. And I think that that's why Vikings like sit somewhere in the middle and they own the color purple.
Is that why Glenn Danzig is not metal?
I'm not going to answer this question on the internet. Glenn Danzig's metal.
Mother!
He's totally metal. Totally metal.
He is not metal.
So you warned me when you started ordering stuff from Thorpy Effects
to
be ready to fall in love with the Dane. And to be ready for how insane this pedal can truly get.
So the Dane, its name comes from Danish Pete. From the Andertons website, their YouTube show. They're watching us, big fans of ours. Hey guys, good to see you.
Get vaccinated, you can come on our show.
Yeah, Captain, stop with the texts. I know it's you that comes up with the +31, and I know European codes, so.
Danish
not
Pete,
interested.
Danish Pete and I, we both share the same strange relationship with the color purple. I am a purple guitar person. It is recent. It's happened in the last maybe 2 years. Purple is the best guitar color. Fight me.
I love my my Violet Blueburst. I love it so much that I'm ordering another DGT. Grissom in that very, very color.
I've got my Strandberg 8-string which is my primary guitar, is a beautiful purple, and then I have an Ibanez Mario MAR-10, the Mario from Chon. I have that signature Ibanez, and they're my two. They're the prettiest.
I feel like when you talk about 8-string guitars, you're like, this one goes to 8.
This one does go to 8. It does, and I use all 8. I use them a lot. I've invented 7-string and 8-string chords that I have to hit in the middle of songs. It's a problem.
It's called pretentiousness.
No, it's not. It's called range.
Range. That's what pretentious people like. I bet you also call your cheeses like, I order cheeses by their names. I'd be like, can I get that with cheese? And you're like, I'll have this on it.
Can I?
Yes.
Can I do the honors of attacking the Dane?
Heck yes.
I'm excited. This pedal goes to 8. That boost. Boost.
All right. So just for some perspective.
What? That's a pedal.
That has some range. It goes for a long way. Like the Vikings.
That's crazy. That pedal's crazy. I have nothing to say. It speaks for itself. You do things.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
What is?
I'm gonna pull it back a little bit.
We're gonna go modest Viking. Just very quickly, those are single coils.
Very single coils.
It's a Telecaster.
They're so single coil, they're in a square-bodied guitar.
Do it again. That pedal sounds like a boosted tube amp.
It's really...
Wow.
There's a lot, I mean...
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
Wow.
And it's not just that we do love pedals, but I know we're constantly like, oh my gosh, I gotta have this one. And it's because we do have to have all of them.
With infinite money comes infinite pedals.
Yeah.
Put it on a shirt.
There's no reason to not have this pedal.
The infinity gauntlet of pedals is like a Tube Screamer, a Klon, a Dane. What would be
Let's see. A Tube Screamer, a Klon would be the gold one.
Gold one. Purple would be the Dane.
Purple would be the Dane.
What would be blue?
If it were, are we talking about all of them, like all the pedals? Because it would definitely be the
C2 chorus.
The C2 chorus. Yeah.
Boss C2 chorus. You have red.
Oh, red would definitely be the Ross compressor.
Or the Hall of Fame reverb.
Nah, it's too new school. It definitely has to be the Ross or the MXR Dynacomp.
Red has to be the Phase 90.
That's orange.
With the EVH enclosure.
Oh, he bought the orange one. The rest of you buy the orange one.
What other color Infinity Stones are there?
That's 5. There's only 5 fingers.
No, but there's the one in the back of the hand too. There's 6. Nerd check. Is it orange? There might be just a straight up orange one.
There is the Soul Stone.
Mic drop. I told you. What color did we miss? Did we miss
The orange.
Oh, well, the Dynacomp gets orange. Yeah, Dynacomp.
No, the Dynacomp gets red.
Yes.
The Phase 90 gets orange.
Yes. Settled. We're good. The Dane is
amazing. That was crazy.
The Dane is amazing, and I don't know how you didn't just break your phone. So I know we just did Walrus, but if we're talking about original drive circuits, we cannot not talk about the Ages for just. The Ages is just a great. It's a great.
Drop my
Not
pick.
only is it an original circuit, it's 5 original sounding sounds, and yes, you could point. The Ages is a great. It's just a great pedal.
I think one of the best signs of a great overdrive is the fact that there is clarity across every note.
Which we talked about with the blend knob on the El Porto. On a good pedal, you can pick out every single note that's happening. On a good distortion or overdrive sound, you can pick out everything that's happening.
Let's really push.
And actually, if we want, what's funny is I think the Ages gets just as aggro as the Dane does if you go to the 4th, like.
This is the 4th.
4. Oh yeah. This pedal. And then you punch it with humbuckers. The Ages rips just as hard. It's so good. It's good.
So good.
We told you, we said it last episode, we'll say it again, the Ages is worth attention. Now what I'm excited about is you told me today that you did get an order in for the 305, right?
385.
385, I'm so
the
sorry.
385, and then also I ordered the Warhorn on
name alone.
on the graphics alone.
That's awesome. So the 385 is one we'll probably end up talking about one day, which is really cool. You can take old tube projectors for just projecting in a classroom or in a movie theater, and you can run sound through them and saturate through projector circuits, and they put it in a pedal. Like, if I say that, you immediately go, I want to know what that sounds like, and I probably want to own it. Like, that's a cool. So I'm excited for that to come in.
Yeah.
And now we get to talk about what I think is the sleeper overdrive of sleeper overdrives. This is the one everyone should know about. I got to demo it recently.
With moon pies.
With moon pies and a Lego lunar lander. Shout out to the Winter Odds for hooking that up. But the Apollo 7 from Spaceman Effects, they took the overdrive, or they took the gain circuit out of their trem pedal, and they just made it its own pedal. And I think this is the greatest overdrive I have played maybe since I started collecting ODs and really getting into it. It is just unique. There's nothing else that sounds like it. I'll let you go first, and then I'll just ooze about how much I love this thing.
So single coils again, not to talk smack about single coils, but they're kind of built to be kind of thin, stringy, and there's so much going on, like beyond like your normal overdriven circuit. There's a whole other layer of fill. Yeah, the way that I describe the Apollo 7 is it almost fuzzes your mids and your lows, and then it overdrives and distorts your highs. And if you pay very close attention to how it sounds like you're hitting two pedals and they refuse to get in the way of one another, but they create this whole beautiful image. I've never heard a pedal that sounds like it. So you know what it reminds? It's very much like having, being able to blend together two overdrives. Yeah, it sounds like something hitting something else. Yeah, and the no diode, the center position of the switch on this thing, is the most dynamic thing you'll ever play through. So go ahead and crank the gain all the way up. This is, I think, an unsung, it's just an unsung gem. This thing is fully gained out. When you have it in that center position, you can still just lightly pick. It brings all of your clarity through, and then this exact same setting, he's changed nothing. So this is the LED, and if you notice, it's a little bit grittier the whole time. And then you can go over to the diode, or silicon diode. And it has kind of just this consistent fill throughout, but then you go to the center position. It's so good. It's so good. If I could tell anybody, if you want a unique guitar sound that just cuts through a mix and does all these complicated harmonics and resonances, the Apollo 7 is, you heard it. I don't know what else to say. I think it's a sleeper. I think everybody should have one. Everyone should start cloning that circuit. It should just blow up. The Apollo 7 is incredible. What a board. Yeah.
There's a lot of insane pedals on here.
There's a lot of. So here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'm looking for a good drive. I've tried them all.
Yeah.
If I were to pick one right now, I would pick them all.
Because drive is awesome.
No. I think for each one of them they have their own, I know if it feels like so long ago, but the Soul Driver.
We've rebranded
The
it.
Soul Driver. The Soul Driver. It's very pushy.
Yeah. And
Very pushy.
And it's surprisingly dark, but present.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lightspeed, great front end of gain stage. Very usable. The El Porto, super surprised. Super surprised. That blend knob is the game changer for that one.
And actually, I'm super curious about learning the expression pedal and how all that can work, because something tells me this can be dialed and blended in real time, which is awesome. That essentially adds 3 drive settings to your board that you can sweep through, which is awesome.
The Dane, not super surprised because Thorpy just kills everything that they do. We got them in and we're almost already out, which stinks because it takes a while to get them in.
I'm not surprised, man. That one might leave with me now, but it's so...
Yeah.
Plus, if you ever just need a bludgeoning tool, it's ready to go.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and who hasn't gone to a gig and... may have needed.
Everybody needs a bludgeoning tool.
Everybody has a drummer.
Guys, you have a Phillips head screwdriver, you have a pocket knife.
Yep.
You need to keep one of these in your back pocket so you're ready to bludgeon at any
If you show up to a gig, unfortunately, you typically have to show up with a drummer. That's how you take care of a drummer.
You
just hold it.
If he can't keep the beat, you start the beat.
A lot of this.
With your Thorpy, the Dane. Ages.
The Ages is... It's probably for me where I would land.
For the price that you're paying, it gets to all these places that these other pedals are touching.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
Except for the Spaceman.
But it's doing its own thing at the same time. So if you need diversity that's one crazy switch away and every setting is good, the Ages is the Swiss Army knife, I think.
Yeah.
When it comes to original circuits and original sounds and having a span, the Ages is it.
I think, and I think I said this last week, I really want them to do a deluxe version of this with like the ability to switch between the 5 knobs.
Oh, like a quick tap?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be super cool.
Apollo, I'm a huge fan of Spaceman. All their enclosures are super classy. Big fan of their fuzz. The Sputnik fuzz that they do is...
That's such... Can we hold on? I didn't know that their fuzz was called the Sputnik.
Yeah, it's called the Sputnik.
That's the best name for a fuzz.
So they have the Sputnik fuzz.
Yeah.
And they did a limited release where everything was in Russian.
That... Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Well done.
I would love to have... And Matt and I were talking about how cool would it be to put together a communist board.
Right, like a big font, big muff.
Yeah, do a Civil
tall
War.
Font, Russian tall font.
Yeah, and then also the small stone that they did.
Yep. You could argue anything with a tube is Russian, because Russia makes the best tubes. And Russia helped keep tubes prevalent.
Yeah.
So you could get a tube overdrive of some sort.
Although some of the West German stuff was pretty stellar too. And that actually drove me to look up Russian guitars, and there is a Belarusian guitar that I desperately want.
Do you know what it's called?
So much so that, it's the Oberta. So much so that I joined a Facebook group. That's right, folks.
Oh, man.
There is a Facebook group for everyone, and that one covers Belarusian guitars.
What we didn't even get into is what happens when you push one of these into another one of these. And
Something that we were doing before we started filming, we sound checked,
and he was running the Dane into the Ages into the Apollo, and it just sounds like a mountain, and it's awesome. So, let's just do it. So in short, you need all of them.
All of them. You need all of them.
Thank you for giving us time to nerd out about weird, original, strange circuits.
Yeah, we will continue to do this thing all of the time because this is what we like to do.
Yep. We would do this without a camera.
Oh, we have a camera in here?
But what we do want to also pivot to is we're going to start looking at traditional circuits and who is doing, let's talk about tube screamers, let's talk about clones, let's talk about all these common overdrive or common distortion circuits and how they vary a little bit. Overdrive is a Swiss Army knife. Drive is a Swiss Army knife.
I think, well, everybody has one.
Yeah.
Everybody has like a picture in their head of what they want their guitar to sound like, and especially electric guitar, and it always includes overdrive. Mm-hmm. I just tend to be the Pablo Picasso of overdrive.
So he uses fuzz instead.
Yeah.
How abstract of you.
Yeah. It would be absolutely terrifying to meet like a Pablo Picasso girl.
In real life?
Yeah, it reminds me of like in It.
I feel like a Pablo Picasso girl some days. Wake up and just stare at myself like, oh, what happened?
Yeah, the first It where the girl in the you saw the It, right?
Well, the remakes.
The remakes. Yeah,
it's been a minute.
Where the girl comes out of the painting and she's all,
yeah.
That'd be terrifying.
Yeah.
I feel like that's at least one of my ex-girlfriends.
What a great note to end on.
Yeah.
Get an overdrive.
Yeah, I'm looking for an overdrive. Looking at some new girls here.
Experiment. Twist all the knobs. Press all the buttons. Try new things.
Consensually.
Overdrive's what's up. Next time.
Bye.